Hello and welcome back to FM Blog, the original Football Manager YouTube channel. Coming up in today's video, I recreate Jose Mourinhos Spurs. So I think it's fair to say during his time at Tottenham, Jose Mourinho has flirted with a few different styles of play or different formations or certainly different team selections. We have tried to recreate the most recent one of those, so circa January the 19th, 2021. And we've managed to come second in the league here. So it's not too bad. We conceded the least amount of goals out of all the teams. So you can see here, goals against 24. But we didn't actually score a truckload. So very Mourinho-esque, if I do say so myself. So here's the schedule then. During the last 5 games, that's where we really started to nail the tactic. And this is the tactic that you will see now. I appreciate my head's in the way there, but it's Everton, Man City, West Brom, Sheffield United and Arsenal. And you can see there just a couple of goals in it, etc. Yeah, went through a really good purple patch during the middle of the season when we were playing with the tactic a little bit. But like I say, it was a work in progress, and we did manage to get second in the league in the end. This is what it looks like then, and I will go back in time in a second just so the screen looks a little bit cleaner for you guys because everyone's on holiday at the moment. But this was just to show you the results, etc. and how it looks. So we will head on back into the past right now, and I will talk you through the tactic. Incidentally, if you want to download it, I will put a link to the Discord in the video description. It will be amongst the pinned comments in there. And that's if you want to download it, but I will talk you through every single player instruction, etc. So let's head on back into the past. Okay, so here we are back in the past, just to clean up the screen above a little bit, just so you can see what's going on. And I'll talk you through first the team instructions and the team mentality, etc. And then I'll go through each individual player. So it's a balanced mentality and it's based on a counter-attacking system. If we look at the in possession instructions, you can see we're playing narrow and we are shorter passing with a higher tempo. Now the approach play is very specific to what Spurs do. They do play out of defence the majority of time. They focus the passing down that left hand side where Son is playing more often than not, but they also overlap on the right hand side a lot with players like Serge Aurier and Doherty. In terms of final third, we've left it very open in terms of final third attacking play, and run at defence is part of the counter-attacking system. In transition then, we've got counter press and counter. Spurs do press teams, not as aggressively as say Man City or Liverpool, but they do it, and the counter-attack obviously is the Jose Mourinho way. Goalkeeper then, we've got to distribute quickly, and we've left it very much up to him in terms of the way he wants to distribute. Sometimes Lloris in real life just put it out to the centre backs, but he's not afraid to go long either. So we've left that very much up to the goalkeeper there. Out of possession then, we've got a slightly higher defensive line, but a lower line of engagement. So it's like compact block with a very thin, very narrow defensive width. So it's a very defensive kind of compact shape without the ball. We're using tighter marking and we're getting stuck in as well. In terms of the team then, we've got Lloris in goal as a sweeper keeper with no additional instruction. Aurier as the right back, but just with a wing back role, whereas our left back has got the full back role. Reguilon is supporting, whereas Aurier is automatic, so he is supporting, but with that change in role, he's a little bit more attacking, and also if you do change your mentality, he will go a lot more attacking. Højbjerg then operating as a half back, so he drops in between the centre back pairing if he needs to when Spurs have the ball, so that the full backs can both get up, and he offers that kind of solidity in the back, then always stepping it into holes that the attacking kind of defenders will vacate. Sissoko then just very much as a defensive midfielder. Højbjerg's only additional instructions are to take fewer risks, so he's going to be passing it shorter, etc. We don't want him to be going for through balls. He's just keeping it simple at the back. Sissoko is very basic, their defensive midfielder. Ndombele then we've got as a roaming playmaker, the most advanced centre midfielder of the lot of them, but he still does have his defensive duties, but he does like to take people on, so he's completed the most dribbles in this Tottenham team if you look at the stats throughout this season so far. So he's there as the roaming playmaker, can move around this position here and pick up the ball and take people on, beat a man, and then put one of the attackers through. Lo Celso could be Bale, it could be Bergwijn there on the right hand side, but as an inverted winger, very much basic duties there. Son Heung-min then just a basic inside forward, but with shoot more often because we know he likes to score the odd goal, and an attacking mentality rather than the support mentality of Lo Celso. They're backed up by a more defensive kind of supporting Reguilon, who, if is turned into Ben Davies, is a little bit more defensive again, and you could argue that you could change the support there to defend if Ben Davies plays, because he gets tucked in alongside the centre-back. Kane then operating as a false 9 on support duty, because we know Kane at the moment is playing as an attacking midfielder, a striker, a defensive midfielder, and sometimes a centre-back. So Kane needs to be given that role so that he drops deeper and gets involved in the play and spreads those through balls, as we know Kane has got one of the most assists in the Premier League this season so far. So that really works when you put it into the match engine. And what I'll do, I'll go back to the future now and we'll show you the Everton game where I can pick out some examples of how the tactic works and show you some of the things it kind of does that matches Spurs in real life. Okay, here you can see Everton are attacking a throw-in, Richarlison to Decore there, and you can see all the numbers that, if I just pause it, you can see all the numbers that Spurs have back. So you've got Reguilon, Sanchez and Dyer there. You got Ndombele there, Aurier and Højbjerg there, with Gareth Bale coming back, Sissoko there, and Kane just sitting just outside the box. So here we can see Tottenham defending in numbers. You've got Bale on the left here who's come back, Sanchez pressing the ball, Ndombele, Sissoko, Højbjerg and Aurier there. Kane has come back all the way back to help out the defence, and that's what we're talking about with Kane playing in all those different positions. Lloris there chooses to go long, so like I said, he can do either short or long, it's totally up to him. Ndombele then picks up the ball, drives at his player, gives it to Gareth Bale, who cuts in on his inside with his left foot. Great ball to Son, who scores an awesome goal. Okay, so I paused the game here. You can see Ndombele driving at his player in the centre of the park. Puts it back to Højbjerg, who's keeping it simple. Ndombele tries another dribble. Back to Sissoko, who puts it forward to Son, who uses his finishing skills to score. So here I've paused it and you can see Kane in the middle of the park, dropping deep, picking up the ball, trying to spread that through ball to Bale there, acting as the attacking midfielder, almost like a playmaker. So here we got Reguilon attacking with the ball from left back. This time he's come inside and passed it to Kane, who is in that attacking midfield position again. Spurs lose the ball, but eventually you see Sanchez pick it up here, I think. No, you see Højbjerg, all the way back there, cleaning up. And then the ball goes to Kane in that attacking midfield position again, and he puts it straight through to Son, who just gets tackled at the very last minute. And I think that epitomises the tactic a lot, that one little piece of play there. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to get notified when we've got videos going up. I know you guys really like these tactic videos. Well, I hope you do anyway. So we'll be making more of these. And yeah, just thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.